Have you been wondering how on earth people design web pages that address you personally? Or maybe you're wanting to know the limits to what you can personalize in a message, or say a campaign profile page. Well, hi, I'm James, lead educator at Raisley, and over a couple of episodes, I'm going to dive into the ins and outs on all things personalization. By the end of it, you'll have the confidence to create pages and messages that really get personal with your donors and fundraisers. So let's explore. Have you ever had to create sticky labels for a mail out? You would all have the names and addresses in a spreadsheet somewhere, and then through some Microsoft Excel Word wizardry, you'll be able to print out all the labels with a simple click. Well, that's a common example of personalization. The process of setting up a specific field to pull in data you have stored. Now, this is what is commonly known as dynamic content. The content changes based on the data collected. And it's a real game changer, as not only can it save you a lot of time, but it can also enable you to personalize the content experience for your donors and fundraisers in a way that makes them feel known and appreciated. It also can put them in the driver's seat, where their preferences control their own content experience for the campaign. Now, the rule is simple. If you can capture it, you can use it. The data you have in Raisley is generated either through a form filled out or some process in the background. For example, when you created your campaign, you would have entered your campaign goal. That data is not only captured, but it is able to be pulled into your content. Or how about when your fundraisers register using the sign-up form? Here you'll capture all sorts of information in which you can now pull upon to create a personalized experience. Now, in Raisley, data is available via two primary sources: your People CRM and general campaign data. And it is captured in unique categories. Consider these like a data tree where you have different branches that store different data. The most common ones are user, donation, or campaign data, though you will have others such as profile, team, and subscription. All these branches contain data fields in which you can use, including any custom fields that you create. You can visualize this by looking at your custom field settings, where you'll see the categories in the tabs and your data fields in each. So the simple rule is, if you capture it, you can use it. Now, to insert dynamic content, we use what is called a merge field. Merge fields reference the data field you are looking to use. In Raisley, we have two ways you can create a merge field. First, simply by typing a hash into a heading or a paragraph block, a list of merge fields will appear in which you can type a search for the one you're after. This is a great shortcut if you're just needing a simple data value entered, such as a first name or profile goal. You will notice these within your Raisley templates in certain pages and messages. The other way is a little more manual, but it's more flexible. If you know the field ID, which can be found in your custom field settings, you can type in the data's category and the field ID within two curly braces, and the data will be pulled in. You can check out the link to our merge field cheat sheet to see all the merge fields available. And before you go creating merge fields to your heart's content, it's important to remember the context you are placing dynamic content. The page or the message in which you are placing content needs to have a direct link to the data you are looking to use. For example, you won't be able to use profile data for a message targeting donors, nor will you be able to use any user data without the user first being logged in. The connection to these two data cases is just not there. A simple tip is to view the data field's relations in reports. Running, say, a basic donation report can show you all the data fields that are accessible if using dynamic content in messages to donors. Same for profile reports and fundraiser messages, etc. Now, I'll be back with a few more episodes on personalization and all things dynamic content. But if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Raisley channel and leave me a comment in the chat if you have any questions. Well, enjoy creating in Raisley and don't forget to stay ambitious.